It is time to go live. Jerry Franklin Poe coming back to you again with another episode of the 31 Days of Sharing. That's right, folks. Over this month of December, I am live streaming twice a day, 11 a.m., 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, sharing with you insights, thoughts, questions that I think are thought-provoking. Why am I doing this? Because this month is about giving. This month is about sharing. This month, I made a commitment to myself that I was going to contribute as much as I possibly could just to give back to finish this year off strong. Why? Because this year has been a challenging year for all of us, and I knew that there are certain things I could do and certain things I couldn't do. I couldn't go out and fly around the country as I normally do sharing my insights, but I could get in front of the camera and just throw out some ideas, philosophies, things to challenge the way we think, to challenge our mindset, to help us become better human beings. And that is what I'm doing, and I hope you've been following along with all these videos, and I hope you've been getting value from them, as much pleasure from watching them as I have with creating them and going live with you each and every day. Now, for those who want to continue to follow along, if you haven't been getting the updates of when I am live, make sure you like my Facebook page. That way you will know when I am actually on here. Also, if you want to catch up with me on the weekends, I'm doing a weekly webinar. This week, my topic is going to be how to speak to sell, speaking to sell. So if you're an author, speaker, coach, and you have to make offers from the stage or offer your services, I'm going to be showing a formula that I've used over the last 16 years to sell from the stage. And that's going to be something I'm doing for free. So if you go to the website at the bottom called Reluctant Success, reluctantsuccess.com, there you can register to be part of that weekly webinar. So this evening, here's my thought to you. My question and thought is, what is your favorite proverb? That's right, Proverbs. Proverbs is part of the Bible, right after Psalms, right before the Songs of Solomon. So if you are a person who reads Proverbs on a consistent basis, well, what is your favorite proverb? Put in the comments one of the proverbs that you like best. Share with me, because I would like to know which one you're reading to see how it compares to some of the ones that I'm reading. Also, there's something interesting about Proverbs, and it happens to match up with the number 31. 31 days of sharing. There's actually 31 proverbs. About 20 years ago, I think it was the late 90s, around the early 2000s, a friend of the family was telling me that it would be a good idea to read a proverb a day. And I never thought about it before. I never thought about the fact that there were 31 proverbs to match up to the fact that most months are either 30 days or 31 days. So there's a proverb in the Bible for every single day. So as a daily habit, I have, over the last 20 plus years now, found myself reading at least one proverb a day. Well, what does that do? That gives you perspective on terms of wisdom, because Proverbs is all about wisdom. And it just gives you different insight, different perspective. So I believe in reading. I believe in feeding my brain with positive stuff. I believe in feeding my brain with empowering things, because I know that what goes in your mind is only what comes out of your mouth. Right? Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaketh. So when you get put into pressure situations, what comes out of you is what you've been feeding yourself, whether it be negativity or positivity, whether it be something empowering or disempowering. You can only give out what you put in. You know, a car cannot run on an empty tank. And if you put the wrong gas in the car, if you put in diesel in a car that's supposed to be gasoline, or vice versa, gasoline when it's supposed to be diesel, you're going to get some issues with that automobile or that machine. So today, I want you to challenge yourself to think about what you're exposing your mind to on a daily basis. What are you reading? What are you listening to? What are you watching? How much of that is empowering versus how much of it is disempowering? That's the thought I want to leave you with today. And today is the 8th day of December. So that would be Proverbs number 8. And as I was skimming through Proverbs number 8, specifically the New Living, yes, the New Living, NLT, I think that's New Living Translation. I believe that's what it stands for. There was a section in there that I thought was interesting. It was around Proverbs 8:10 through 10 through 14. And basically it said this, that my instructions, choose my instructions rather than silver, and knowledge rather than pure gold. For wisdom is far more valuable than rubies. Wisdom is far more valuable than rubies. Nothing you desire can compare with it. I, wisdom, live together with good judgment. I know where to discover knowledge and discernment. All who fear the Lord will hate evil. Therefore, I hate pride and arrogance, corruption and perverse speech. Common sense and success belong to me. Insight and strength are mine. So when I read that, there was a couple things in there I thought were insightful. Not only was it empowering language, like if you could take part of that and make it actually an affirmation, that common sense and success belong to me, insight and strength are mine. That sounds like positive self-talk in my opinion. And it compared wisdom to being something more valuable than rubies, that it was more precious than gold and silver, that, you know, all these things that we have that we aspire after, it's not the stuff, it's what creates the stuff. If you lose your job, the knowledge that you have still stays with you, and you can take that someplace else and recreate. If you lose your business, the knowledge still stays with you that helped you create it the first time. There have been so many people who've been able to take one thing and flip it into something else. So the wisdom, the knowledge, the insight, those are things no one can ever take away from you. So instead of chasing the stuff, we should be thinking about, how do we go after what creates the stuff? It's the wisdom, it's the knowledge that create all the things that we aspire to have in life. So until next time, my friends, my Reluctant Success family, be valiant, be vigilant, and be victorious.